So. If we need it. All right, good to go? Yep. Hey, everybody, I'm Steve Owens, Tournament Director for the Georgia Bass Nation Kayak Series, and this is your awards for the 2026 Georgia Bass Nation Championship on Clarks Hill. We have an 8-event tournament for the 2026 season, and anglers that participate in the top 10 event can make it into here, and then from there we go to the Carl Black Angler of the Year standings to make it there. So first off, I want to call up. We've already awarded his money and gave him, his recognition online, but we want to call Eric Hawks up to give him his trophy here in front of everybody. So Eric Hawks, if you'd come up. So we appreciate Carl Black of Kennesaw. We've had quite a few of you guys and gals buy vehicles for not only yourself, but for your family, and we appreciate it. But Eric, it was a long season. It's up and down, up and down. In Georgia, we've got a pretty competitive tournament trail. A lot of good anglers from different fishing styles. So you fished it all. So I'm gonna let you just talk about your season and give any thanks you need to anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was a great season, like Steve-O said. A lot of versatility from these different lakes at the different times of years that we go. Fished a lot dirt shallow to out deep, scoping with a minnow. But things just sort of went my way some this year when in the past maybe it wouldn't have. And I think a lot of times you got to have things go your way. And sometimes that's kind of, you can create your own luck, but, sometimes it's kind of, it's out of your hands. But, sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. But just thankful for the year, thankful for, my wife who supports me, my family, you guys, Steve-O putting on this series, all the sponsors, they do a great job. And, they make it possible for us. So.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. All right, what you were fishing for in this event is the Bassmaster Kayak Series Championship is on Lake Murray in October this year. And so we had 4 anglers be able to punch their ticket to that through fishing the series this year and then the championship this weekend here on Clarks Hill. Huge shout out to Haddon Outdoors for bringing us up here in Appling, Georgia. Haddon, they've got a really, really nice tackle shop up here. The area we're in Appling, Georgia / Augusta. Everybody knows Augusta, but Appling's got a lot. We had a really good time up here being where we are. So going to call out the top 10 here, and then I'll get the top 5 up and let them talk about their weekend. In 10th place, Derek Brundle. He had 147 3/4. 9th place, Adam Chancey had 150 3/4 inches. In 8th place with 151 1/2 was Joseph Gayton. In 7th place was Chris Willis with 152 3/4. 6th place with 154 1/4 was Richard White. And 5th place with 155 1/4 was John Patterson. I don't think John made it. All right. And in 4th place, earning their chance to fish in the Bassmaster Kayak Series Championship with 160 3/4 inches Just about to hook to my phone here.
Now, will your phone fit them out? That way it's sturdy.
Grab that out that one. Sorry guys, we're backing up the button here. Yep.
I want to put it in your truck. No, you want me to bring it inside?
Hey, you can put that wherever.
I want to put it inside.
All right.
It's hot.
Bear with us, folks. iPad overheated, so we're gonna get rebooted here.
Okay, you're already live, right?
Yeah, we're still going. Just gonna let everybody hear us rumbling around here. So I'm gonna need to use your phone to pull up the leads.
Internet, there should be a tab where you can use the app. I don't care. Internet, I'm logged into Georgia Guy.
What's your browser?
Sir.
So if I'm finding see, gotta be standing over and like I'll stand there if you want me to stand. You stand there.
Man, this tablet was
Just sitting in the sun.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'm only drinking to cool down. It's my excuse anyway. Which one do you grab? The light? I had that last one.
Do you want the claim? Do this one. No.
What's that one?
Here. I had to claim it already. Lumos is like $2. It's just like this.
Take a tap of this guy. Yes, sir. I gave it to her. Steve, you're not gonna be. That's how it's not about winner. So I don't know.
Half a second in the fridge. Half a second in the freezer.
I almost thought.
This is hot. The hand feel this. It's already agreed. I don't know whose this is, but
He needs to use it for. He has to have the sponsors in there. They don't get pissed.
Yeah, I like Yeah, but we're hoping at least working enough.
Like he has to get the okay to like actually.
Oh, still good now on that one?
I don't know. Yes.
All right, everybody. Sorry about that. Everything overheated out here in this Georgia humidity. So we're going to call Garen Butler back up in 4th place with 160 3/4 inches, earning his spot in the Bassmaster Kayak Series Championship. Grab that check. Garen, appreciate you fishing this season. Don't know how much of that y'all got to hear him talk, but I'm just going to let him give his thank yous. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to Dugout, Dugout Bait and Tackle, Hobie Eyewear, Steve-O, all the guys that put this stuff together. But it was a good week. Caught them on a bunch of different things, so I can't complain.
Good deal, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. All right, we're going to skip back and call up the Sniper Marine Big Bass for the tournament with a 23-inch largemouth, Nick Jones. Let you grab your trophy right there at the end, Nick, and I'll hold the microphone for you there. Appreciate you coming out and making it. Where'd you drive from?
Copper Hill, Tennessee.
All right. Well, obviously, if you'd have had, a similar day today as you yesterday, you would have been in a lot better standings. But either way, you got to take home a 23-incher. Is that your PB?
No, not quite. My biggest one was probably, I think, 24 1/4
Yeah.
in Chickamauga.
Chickamauga.
Yeah.
You probably took some of my money when you caught that one.
Probably not.
Well, how did you catch this one? What was it on?
It was actually on a drop shot. Yeah, it was a drop shot.
Wow. I mean, drop shot catch them all. We know they catch big fish, but I mean, wow. In the summertime, was it a Bubba rig or a true drop shot?
No, it was a true drop shot.
Wow.
Yeah.
What kind of bait?
Rebel worm, 60 shad.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it was actually in a brush pile. Came out of a
Wow.
brush pile, but then I thought it was a hybrid. So, yeah, I was kind of dogging it until I got it to the surface.
Yeah.
And then I panicked.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was pretty good.
Well, heck yeah. I mean, you got anybody you want to give thanks to?
Just the Live Well Bait and Tackle in Blue Ridge, because he pretty much halfway sponsors me and mainly just gets me a lot of stuff, and that's where I mostly get most of my tackle.
Yeah. Well, good, man. We appreciate you coming out. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. In 3rd place, making it to the Bassmaster Championship on Lake Murray with 171 1/2, Skylar Magnarelia. There you go, my friend. It's a piece of hardware. Appreciate you coming out.
Thank you.
Let me grab your check here. Well, just don't forget, we'll get your check when we're done. We don't want to overheat anymore, so I don't mean to rush this, but everything's out here baking. We got everybody hugged to every shrub and tree they can get some shade out here. So thanks to Firemaker Brewery, Tyler, our buddy, brought everybody some liquid hydration out here. So at least that's holding a little bit. But Skylar, I'll let you talk about your weekend and anybody you want to give thanks to.
Oh, yeah. Well, first, I just wanted to thank, first of all, my parents for supporting me. Started this kayak thing back in 8th grade, so it was a huge commitment for them, taking me to all the tournaments. This week specifically, my friend Tripp, he was here, but the rain scared him off. I was staying at his house for the last few days, and that was nice. Really nice of him and his family to have me. And then this week was pretty good for me. I mean, it went really well for me. Friday, I had a great pattern. The fish kind of switched up on me, and I had to adjust. Left some stuff out there for myself today, and was able to capitalize. So, yeah, thanks to Steve and everyone else here for running the event. It's been a lot of fun.
All right. You plan on fishing our Bassmaster with us in October?
I do. I'm excited to go out there to Lake Murray. I've never been.
Awesome, man. We appreciate you. Thank you for what you do with us.
Yeah,
thank you. All right, in 2nd place with 172 1/4 inches, flirted a little bit with the lead, back and forth with our overall winner here, but with 172 1/4, 2nd place, Jeremy Meadows. Jeremy, we appreciate you coming. Jeremy, check casher, AOI, the whole 9 yards. Let you talk about just a quick overview of your season and tournaments like this, you know, or that's why we fish. It's not everything is a 100-inch bag, but when you're head to head with the type of people that fish in Georgia and the surrounding areas, we had anglers from Tennessee, Florida, and the South Carolina Bass Nation qualify with us with our partnership. Really grateful for them, but when you're fishing like this, I mean, you have to stay after it. Nothing comes easy in any event, but especially a tournament like this. So just want to let you talk about how all that went for you.
Yeah, I don't really mind a tough tournament, a grinder, as long as I'm not the meat that's being ground. But I knew, you know, every quarter inch, every half ounce coal would matter. Yesterday morning, I got on a little bit of a shallow deal. 16-inch fish on this lake are kind of at a premium. So yesterday morning, I was able to catch a couple 16s, and then later on in the morning and stuff, I just started running brush piles I had marked throughout the day. I had a pretty good little milk run, probably about 15 brush piles, and this morning I tried to do the shallow deal again. I didn't get a single bite. So I just started running my brush piles, and it's probably about midday before they really started biting good. And as you just got to know in your mind that it's going to turn on eventually, and just kind of keep your head down and keep putting your bait in the brush piles, and eventually, finally, they decided to bite. But yeah, I'm super thrilled with second. I thought practice was really terrible. Like, I didn't even want to fish the event because it was that bad. But I'm sure everybody else struggled too. So, but yeah, I had been a great season. A few tournaments I like to have back, but can't really complain. I enjoyed the season, and enjoyed this championship.
All right. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Also, quick thanks to Dugout Bait and Tackle, of course. All they do for us and the sport, and of course you for putting this thing on.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
What? And the iPad just sat down. So I think he had 178 inches. Let's call Eric Hawks up here, the man who just run the gauntlet all season and just kicked tail across the board. 178 1/4. Eric, my man, won the Carl Black Kennesaw Angler of the Year. You've won a couple of big Sniper Marine big basses in the year. Won an event. You had second, third place finishes across the board. And then you come out here this weekend and you led all weekend essentially. So just let you talk about your season, the people you want to thank, and particularly, you know, what it took to win a grinder of a tournament, which has got to be such a good feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when this tournament was announced, I knew in July I've been here once before or twice, that it was going to be a grinder. You know, the way the lake sets up, a lot of times the lake, you know, gets lower this time of the year, and there's not a lot to throw at shallow. And you know, going back to the time in April that we were here last year on the regular season, I'd found an area that I didn't fish when I was here then, but I kept it in the back of my mind thinking that eventually this place, if we ever come back, it could be good. It had all the right features, you know, map study wise, seen it in person, everything lined up. So I went and checked it in pre-practice a while back, and they were there. I mean, I probably had 30 bites back there, and I seen the fish for about 90 inches that day, shook some off, left it alone. And I didn't go back during practice here. I really felt like the fish would stay there. Being in their summer patterns, where it was specifically, I felt like it would be pretty stable compared to some other things in the lake. And I went there on day one and kind of started off where I caught them a few weeks prior, and they were there. And it just ended up being really good yesterday morning, catching them on a spinner bait and a Texas rig, flipping around stumps in the back of a creek, and left it alone. Didn't know in the shape. Found another place in practice this week that had a few fish. Didn't have anything spectacular, but I thought there was potential for a big fish if I went back there. So I moved ramps about 10:30 yesterday, ran back to that area, and it wasn't good. I wasn't getting bit. And then all of a sudden, I think about 2:40, I flipped into an undercut bank and I caught a 19. And I knew that was a bonus fish from what I'd seen. I knew I wasn't coming back. So I knew today I was just going to try to burn everything down that I had. And I went back to those same stumps this morning, and it was better than it was yesterday. Caught a 17 pretty quick, caught a 20, and I had a limit within probably 45 minutes and culled some. I ended up getting some signal and finally uploading my fish. But caught a couple more 17s to finish out the day. And at that point, the sun had got up quite a bit. Things were getting pretty tough, pretty steamy out there, and wasn't a whole lot left in the tank, but I'm just glad it was enough. This one means a lot. Last year I did good in the championship, but I'd been plagued in a couple of those before on Seminole and Hartwell, and just sort of had some bad breaks in those. But everything kind of lined up. I did lose one key fish yesterday, but besides that, I fished clean. It was just kind of one of them things where a lot of times fish, they get hooked a certain way, the way they jump. Those fish probably come off, and this week they just didn't.
Yeah.
So it just fell into place and worked out. So.
Yeah. Well, man, we appreciate you fishing. I know obviously you got a good support system and a good wife. You got anybody else you want to thank for what you got to do this year?
Yeah, just my family, mainly my wife. I travel a lot and do these when I can, and being gone and all, it's not easy really for anybody. So I appreciate her and what she does. And my dad, he got me into this sport when I was really young. Fished a lot of boat tournaments with him when I was younger. Came through the college ranks, fished a little bit in college, and eventually got back into kayak fishing. But that's the main people I want to thank. I want to thank you, of course. Bassmaster, like I mentioned earlier, all the sponsors, all the prizes they give us, and support behind the scenes that maybe some don't see, that helps these trails live on and stay established for us. So,
all right, man, you making it to Murray?
Yep, I'll be there.
Absolutely, man. Thank you. We
Looking
appreciate you,
forward to
Eric.
it.
Congratulations on a killer season. Grab that trophy, hoist it up. Everybody give it up for our champion this year, Eric Hawks. All right, everybody, I'm going to just real quick do a random generator while we're live streaming here. What we're doing is giving away the Bonafide RS 1117 to some lucky winner. And so what we'll do here is I'll pull up a random number generator. One through 44. That's how many people we had. And if you're here, generate. Bam. Is Jeremy Hughes here? Let's do it again. Kendon Townsell. All right. Heck yeah.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, man, you won the Bonafide, which, I mean, be honest, I'll let you pick between that or the NK 180 HD. You taking the NK? Grab it and hoist it up. We'll go get some pictures here in just a minute. Heck yeah.
Oh, in a minute?
No. You go ahead and just stand up here in front of the camera and flash it, and then we'll take pictures because everybody can't run off till I get pictures. I'm sorry. Thank you, Kendon. We appreciate you fishing. All right, so now we're going to do the kayak. We'll let him take his pick on that one. Oh. Bobby Reese, make it. Hey, look at there.
A catfish, a white bass, and a 12-inch. I ain't picking the kayak up.
Well, all right, man, but you won the kayak, so we appreciate you fishing with us.
Thank you, guys. Real quick, do you mind if I shout out Fishers of Hope?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Shout out everything we got.
Real quick, we have a tournament Saturday. Fishers of Hope on Lake Lanier for John Wilson. I'm sure most of y'all know who that is. There's a boat tournament and a kayak tournament. It is on Tourney X. We would love as many people as we can to show up. All proceeds will go to John and his family. There will be separate boat awards and separate kayak awards for the angler. So we'll be launching out of War Hill Park, and just hope to have as many people as possible show up.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, man. That's it for this. Now, everybody don't run off. We're going to raffle off the rest of these prizes from Guardian, Bubba, Hobie Eyewear, and Cast King. Get everybody's photographs, and we've got checks for 10 through, I guess it would be 5th right now. So appreciate all of you. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but can't do nothing about the heat. So appreciate you guys. Thank y'all. God bless you.
What matters to you? Commitment, dedication, precision, connection. Catching fish? Good. That matters to us too.